Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day everyone. So today I will give some theory explanation on about the simulation. Okay, so we will go to the final chapter of this for this subject. Okay, we'll go to the simulation, SolidWorks simulation here. Okay, so SolidWorks Simulation Express is a design analysis software that is fully integrated in the SolidWorks. Okay, so this is actually the simulation is a add-on. Okay, add-on function in the SolidWorks. So SolidWorks Simulation Express simulate the testing of your parts prototype working environment. It can help to answer the question that how safe, efficient, economical is your design. So SolidWorks Simulation Express is used by student designers, analysis engineers, and other professionals to produce efficiency, economical design. So this is a traditional design cycle. So before this, you draw a design in the SolidWorks. Okay, means that you draw a part in the SolidWorks, and then you create the prototype, the simple prototype, the actual prototype here, and then you test. If the prototype is failed, you need to going back to the design. Okay, you back to the design, and then do another prototype and test. And if pass the test, yes, you can create a final product for the mass production. But if you have the analysis, the simulation, you can eliminate this function. And then after the design, you can analyze first before you do the actual prototype. Okay, so design cycles are expensive and time consuming. So analysis reduce the numbers of design cycles and reduce costs, okay, by testing your model. So analysis can reduce the time market, and also analysis can help you optimize your design. Okay, optimize your design. So basically, after you design, you have to do the analysis here. Okay, you do the analysis. After completed the analysis, pass the analysis test. After that, you can go to the just one simple prototype. You validate with the actual test, and then go to the mass production. So it will reduce the time consuming and also the cost for this part. Okay. So basic principle of the simulation or analysis, the software uses the finite element method. Okay. The FEM is numerical technique for analyzing the engineering design, which has been accepted as the standard analysis method due to its generality and stability when computer implementation. So in FEM, the model are divided into many small pieces of simple shape called elements. So this is the meshing. Okay, this is what we call mesh. Okay, mesh. So I will show you in the SolidWorks what is the mesh. Okay, so meshing, we have several type of meshing element. We have a tria. Okay, tria means the triangular. We have a what, which is the square or triangle, rectangular element. In order to calculate the stress, it will calculate all these element properties. Okay, so before this is a CAD model, you need to mesh. Okay, you need to mesh, and it will create to this element. Okay, the element effectively replace complex problem by many simple problem that needs to be solved simultaneously. So elements share common points called nodes. Okay, in this one elements we have several nodes. So for example, triangle, tria nodes, tria elements. In tria elements, so this is a tria. So in tria element we have a three nodes. Nodes means that perpenjuru. Okay, perpenjuru. One nodes, two nodes, three nodes. Okay, so we have a three nodes here. So edges of element can be curved or straight. The process of dividing the model into the small pieces called meshing. So this is a meshing process. Okay, so this is the tetrahedral elements. Red dots represent nodes, and the lines here represent the edges. Okay, The software formulates the equation governing the behavior of each element, taking into consideration its connectivity to other elements. This equation relate to this respond to non-material properties, restraint, and also the loads. So program organize the equation into the large of simulation. Okay, I will not show you about how the calculation background of this meshing. Okay, for the simulation is involve the matrix equation. Okay, the metric equation. So just you only just to know how to use the software compared to the calculation maths of the matrix. Okay, if you want to go deeper on the theory of the simulation, you can try to find out. Okay, about the matrix equation. Okay, the simulation study 3 organized and analysis study is functionality simulator, the feature manager. So basically, this is I will show you on the next one, the exercise about how to run the simulation on the SolidWorks. Simulation study is defined by the following factors. Okay, first one is the model dimension, study type, and related option to define analysis. So we have several types of the study. We have a static, okay, linear static, non-linear. Okay, we have a non-linear. We have a flow analysis. We have a thermal, fatigue, and several one. So this is each type of the analysis study. We have a different type of the equation or simulation setting. Okay, and then we have a material properties. You need to define what type of material that you use for this part. Okay, example, alloy steel, aluminum cast, aluminum alloy. So different type give a different stress result. Okay, and also you need to apply the loads and boundary condition. So you need to apply the external loads, the torque, the pressure, or the boundary condition. We have properties of the welding, for example, the fixed geometry. So this is about how you want to start the simulation. Okay, all this requirement need to fulfill. Okay, mesh type based on the geometry, we have a solid mesh. Okay, solid mesh, tetrahedral elements, shell mesh, beam mesh, and also mixed mesh. Okay, so this type of the meshing. Okay, so analysis step. So create a study okay, create study, which is a linear static, thermal, flow. Define a parameter, okay, material properties, force, value. Define material properties, define loads, or you can define the mesh, okay, context, and you can run and view the result. So this analysis step I will explain detail on the video of the exercise. Okay, so that's all for the theory about the simulation. So I will show you about the simulation analysis step by step in the next video. Okay, so thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.